Oh crap. We're back out here. Back out here on the 91. Took the throttle body off. Neighbors came over while I was doing it, so that's kind of why I didn't film anything. Oh, shit. A bunch of the tools I wanted are actually still in the back of Delia. Yesterday was a pretty awesome day for me and Delia. We went to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo up in Novi, Detroit. Spent all day up there. Delia did phenomenal going up and coming home. Had no problems out of her. Got to see all of my Hearst family, friends, all you cool kids, I like to call my friends. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a really good day. Delia looked phenomenal, mainly thanks to Eric and Chantel. Huge shout out to those two. Which is why I'm out here on my only day off, playing with their car. So we got this off. This is kind of sort of the last piece of the fuel system in their car that's screwed up. We did put a new fuel tank in it, new fuel pump, the sending unit. You guys got to see all that earlier, just a few minutes ago, really. And yeah, we still don't have fuel coming out of these injectors. Now, I have no clue where my Noid lights are, which kind of bums me out, because I would like to confirm if there's power going to these injectors or not. But means we have spark, it's a good sign that we have fuel. And the injector fuse is still good too, so yeah. Pretty certain we've got fuel. I anticipate finding a whole lot of garbage down in here. Come on. There we go. It's actually not what I was anticipating on finding. Still smells like absolute trash gas up there. Well, if I would have made that bet with someone, I think I would have lost. Surprisingly, outside of being full of bad fuel, really not finding a whole lot here. At least not what I was anticipating on finding. Definitely not the best looking stuff in the world, but not the worst either. Dentals move. If anything, I'll be able to give you guys a lesson on one of these TBIs as far as this. This is the pain in the ass part right here, which is the fuel pressure regulator. Which I've seen these screw up, but usually when these go bad, they just leak out the bottom and make a giant mess. Usually. Even if this is full of junk, It could be returning all the fuel pressure, but even then, I didn't get a drop out of those injectors when it started, or when it tried to start. So, I don't know. Really wishing I had my Noid lights here, so I could see if it's commanding the injectors on. It's a 91, so we don't have to worry about anti-theft in that car. Okay. I've seen worse. It's not horrible, so. All right, guys. So 90% of this throttle body is it's as simple as it looks. It really is. The only thing that can really cause you a little bit of fuckery is this fuel pressure regulator. You have to be mindful of how it goes back together, and there are some differences. First off, the regulator itself, the actual diaphragm seat, this only goes in one way. There's a cutout right here on this corner. Show you guys some. Yeah. That cutout on that corner right there. Okay. That's important. And then this dude right here, it's just as important to make sure it goes on the right way. Because if you put it on there like this, and you assemble this thing, it will leak, it will fuck up. There's that notch right there. So yeah, right there. That notch needs to be up here, not down here. Like that, okay? That is very, very, very important. Now, most of these throttle body kits will come with 2 screws. I don't think I need one, but you're going to use those screws to aid in the reassembly of the fuel pressure regulator. So you can kind of just, come on, it ain't lined up right. I had it one time and then I screwed it all up. Oh, come on. No. Why is this not going back together the right way? These screws are not long enough to... They might be. Alright. Normally I get the smash all together and then get it to start, and then start these screws in. For some reason today I'm just not holding my tongue right or something. I don't know what the deal is here. Come on. You go there, you go there. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I made that look a lot harder than it actually is, but that's what we're going for. Okay. Now you've got these screws that you can actually just take it. They're like guide rods. I guess if you wanted to, you could actually go through and just spin those all the way down, little at a time, you know, back and forth, because the bolts do go all the way through this body. But this is just as simple. So we're basically using those screws as guides to keep the gasket in place until we get 2 of our mounting screws down. So, okay. And now, pull those screws out, maybe. Like I said, I made that look a lot harder than it actually is. Probably just because the camera's on me and I'm like, oh yeah, don't screw this up, Eric. Everybody's gonna make fun of you. And again, probably only about 50 people are gonna watch this video, so. Yeah, there we go. That is the fuel pressure regulator on a TBI. I've seen it happen. I've done it once myself, actually relatively recently too, surprisingly, where that hat got clocked the other way and that little edge gets caught right up against here and it just lifts the corner of that regulator up and allows it to leak. So it's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. All right, other than that, everything else here is pretty straightforward to go back together. I wonder, these are really hard to test as far as test for flow and whatnot. I wonder if hold that thought. All right, so what we have here is a redneck flow tester. These are handy dandy Milwaukee 12-volt battery. That tube with injector cleaner, or that's carburetor cleaner in there. And we're just gonna hit it with some power and see if it'll flow out of the injector. Which that injector does flow fuel, which is good news. I think we're okay on that injector. I guess one of the benefits of that is it actually gets some carburetor cleaner inside the injector panel. I know this is about as scientific as using a rock and a hammer, but hey, we're getting cleaner inside the panel. What's surprising me, I don't know if you guys can see that arc right there or not. I'm surprised we haven't lit this carburetor cleaner off with that arc. And one thing to note, we're actually flowing fuel backwards through this. Or the cleaner, I should say, not fuel, but the cleaner is actually flowing backwards through here. So, with that, we know the pintles are opening and they can move fuel. So that's good news. All right, let's put this thing back together the rest of the way. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and I did fix something on it and it'll start for us. Come on. Let's see. I can put you guys right there. Nope. How about right here? How's that? Okay, that's not a bad view. Okay. If I can get over here. Yeah. Oh, alright. So I brought my new O-rings. The fuel line. Oh. One. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Highly doubt this thing's going to start after this because it really didn't change anything. At least not anything substantial. But we're going to try it anyway. No, I have a feeling it's going to be mostly wishful thinking here. That's just going to magically start up.
I hope they hit the hole. There we go. Okay. I have a feeling that the problem is most likely the harness at this point. There it is, way over there. Means that looks like at some point it backfired and melted these wires down. So I have a feeling that's going to be next in our fluid chain diagnostics. Yeah. Could be wrong. I've seen them look a lot worse than that and still run, so it's hard to say. Okay. Get our fuel lines tightened up and hopefully the battery has got enough in it to here to crank over for us. Hopefully. There we go. Off there. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I'm gonna grab the keys. All right. I'm gonna flip the charger over to engine boost to give it a little bump. I'm gonna call that PFM. Pure fucking magic. I'm happy. Look at all this, get all the air intake and everything put back on it. Yeah, we might go creep up and down the alley with it once. See what happens. All right, guys, we went through and did a fluids check on it. There we go. All the fluids look good. Coolant looks good. We did have a check engine light on, but I think that went, oh, there it is. It came back. Probably gonna have to plug into it. It does have a very light miss at idle, but we're gonna go up and down the alley with it a few times and maybe run it up to the gas station because I've only got about 2 maybe 3 gallons of gas in it. So gas station's like 4 blocks up the street. We'll see what it does. Okay. Oh, nope. I didn't think the phone would sit there. It might. We'll see. All right. We have drive. Oh. She's moving under her own power. Oh, damn. See if she stops. Okay. Got decent brakes. All right, let's get this thing up to the gas station before it stalls. We run out of fuel. Oh boy. All right, I'm going to the gas station. It lives. Oh yeah, I don't have to stop at this corner. I think I got a low tire. I don't know. Something feels a little weird about that driver front tire. But yeah, we're heading to the gas station. Thankfully it's right up the end of the street. Oh, she is running and driving. Here we go. All right, $30 from the old girl. Let's see what we brought the gauge up to. Oh, the fuel gauge works. Look at that. Oh, that was what? 7.5 gallons. That's about right. Yeah. Hell yeah. We got a working fuel gauge. Well, it runs. It drives. I don't think we could ask much more out of it after sitting for so long. Well, the people that Chantel bought this from claimed it ran recently. Well, what we've seen in that fuel tank tells us otherwise. That definitely tells us a different story. I don't think it did. I really think the injectors were probably just stuck in it. Sitting for so long, had that junk fuel sitting on top of them. They were just stuck. Smacking them with a straight 12 volts out of a Milwaukee battery might have been what they needed to get moving. Some carb cleaner, run through them backwards. So if there was any debris or any crap in it, it got hopefully flowed out the opposite direction. Seemed to take care of it. Obviously, starts up and runs real nice. I didn't bring the keys with me. But yeah, I'm happy. And heck, within 3 blocks down the road, check engine light went out, cleaned up, and started behaving quite nicely. Not bad for a little 305. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up as well. It's Sunday evening, the day after the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. Yeah, I can't complain. Just went and got some ice cream. Not a bad weekend. Not a bad weekend at all. Got a few more things to do on this, I'm sure. I am going to finish the tune-up on it. Get the spark plugs in it. Needs an air filter. We don't have an air filter in it right now. But, yeah. It's a runner. We'll probably get it up in the driveway next couple days, get it up on jack stands and check the front suspension out. I don't know if it's just because the tires haven't, a flat spot in the tire or something. It just felt funny for a little bit going down the road, but coming back from the gas station, it actually felt good. So, yeah, that's it. Might have just been the fact that these things it's been sitting for so long. But it starts, it stops, it shifts. Shoot, I don't think we can ask for much more. At least not to start with. So, thanks for watching, and I guess that answers the question. Will it run? Yeah, it'll run. All right, guys. Hopefully, by the time if you're seeing this, the Oddities and Curiosities Expo video is already out. Hopefully, you guys got to check that out. See the fun and games we had on Saturday. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Birch thinking buy a cool shirt. We'll see you in the next video.